I'm going to take you through just a couple things pretty quickly. I know you're wrapping up some paperwork. If you haven't already, make sure you pull the evaluation out of your packet. As you leave, you can put those on the table. We go through those, we tally all those numbers, and then we talk about it as a board and use that to set the direction for the next annual meeting. As you look ahead and look at your calendars, we do have a couple more events scheduled. We will have, again, our summer field day. That's where we actually go out. We'll be in Richville at the Bean and Beet Farm. And we have some of the research that we funded. Plots are actually planted out there at the research farm. And on June 15th, we will be there with the researchers. We'll hop on the wagons, drive around, look at the plots, and have some of that one-on-one time with the researchers. So make sure you get that on your calendar, June 15th. And then also coming up, we have the next winter annual meeting scheduled. As you remember, we rotate those between Frankenmuth and here in Bath. The next one will be March 14th of 2017, and that will be in Frankenmuth. So those are the next two big events that we have coming up. Also, communication side, just to make sure you know how to get more information besides our two events. One of the things that was referenced earlier today is Wheat Wisdom. Wheat Wisdom is our e-news newsletter. So I appreciate in Dennis's survey that it was number one, that's how you like to get information. I love to get your information that way for two reasons. One, it's really fast. We can lay them out and get them together and get them out to you. And number two, it's free. So we should all like that. But a great quick way to get information out. I promise, I do not spam your inbox. It usually goes once a month, unless we have an important issue or something you need to know, and then it will go twice a month. If you do not receive it, the neat thing about it, underneath that Wheat Wisdom, I will list for you the topics or the titles of the presentations. If nothing I have in that issue interests you, it will take you half a second to a second to read the topics, and if you don't want it, hit delete. That quick. If there's something you want, Dennis did a really nice article in the last issue. Martin has done some longer articles in other issues. You can click through, you can read that, and you'll have all that information. So be one of the 1,700 that gets that every month, and we'll make sure we get all of the information out to you. If you have not, you can visit the website at miwheat.org and sign up on the bottom to get that. And also, if you gave me an email when you registered, I know how to get a hold of you. So I will send you one of those. If you don't want it, you can just click to unsubscribe and you're done. Also coming up for communications is the website. So I'm going to have Dennis come up and pull up the website really quickly so I can talk a little bit about that. But if this event or our summer field day, if you think, boy, Dave Hooker went through a lot of information, but he said something and I'm not sure what he really said about split applying the nitrogen or how that should work, it's very, very easy to go see the presentations again. We have Steve Evans, retired from Michigan State, but here on behalf of Michigan State, he's taped all the presentations. So I'm going to say probably the next 1 to 3 weeks, we should have that turned around, and we will have that on our website. So when you go to the website, basically you will click up under Education, and then you will click on Previous Events. And all of our previous annual meetings, our field days, they're all listed there. You just click on it, and you will see the agenda. And then you can click on either the presentation, or you can click on the handouts. Or you can click on the PowerPoint, and you can see all the pieces. So today is not over after today. It will live up on our YouTube page pretty much forever. We spent a lot of time actually relaunching the website, and we have built a much bigger infrastructure in below that website. So I think as you can see, you'll be able to see the agendas, and then that's how you'll be able to see the different presentations with the times, and then you can click on to see the different components, either the presentation or the handouts or the PowerPoint. So that is all up there that's available. If you also subscribe to e-news, you'll also get links as information is up as far as research. We'll put the research up there too, and Dennis and I are talking about doing some interviews with researchers, so you'll have the report, but we'll also talk to them and get some information to get that up and get that available. Also, if you want a little more information, our annual report is in each of your packets. And also, I've kind of lost my slides, so I'm going from memory. No, it's okay, because it's really short. And also, we are going to make sure that we're getting that information out to you. We've been pulled into the consumer arena a little bit as well. How many of you out there either know someone who's gluten-free, have somebody who's in the family who's gluten-free? A big educational issue that we've really got pulled into because no one was out there talking about it. So we've been able to do some things with the Michigan Restaurant Association, talk with chefs, talk with culinary students. Karina Spencer's back there from Star of the West. We got hooked into going and doing a presentation at a culinary school and talking to them about how you grow wheat from the farmer perspective, and then how you mill it and how you use it from the milling side. So lots of information that we're trying to get out there to consumers. If you've not seen in your packets is the Michigan Agriculture magazine. This is the second edition that the Michigan Department of Agriculture put out, and we participated in this. You'll see the article is Fields of Gold, and it interviews a couple of our board members talking about the importance of wheat, talking about the importance of research. And then we also have an ad that talks a little bit about the health and the importance of wheat in your diet. So in no way are we looking to go out and become experts, but we feel it's really important to make sure someone's out there representing the producer side and telling your story. So as we look ahead and as we look at the next 5 years, we're going to continue some of that information and communications. You will see more coming at your doors from the grower perspective, and I think you will also see maybe some changes coming on the media side as far as consumers. How many of you out there have seen Oprah on TV telling us that every single day she has bread? That's awesome. We can pay, Steve's shaking his head, yeah, we can pay for those kinds of endorsements, but those kinds of things really make a difference. Consumer Reports did an article talking about the truth about gluten. Very, very positive for wheat, very positive for gluten, and it talks about when you look at some of the substitutions, some of the things that you need to be careful of. So especially if it's a wheat substitution, there's issues with arsenic and issues with your diet of not having a well-rounded diet. So I think we're starting to see that kind of maybe tip a little bit and information coming out on the other side. So we're going to continue our work there, and certainly want to make sure we're aware of folks who do have celiac disease, but it is less than 1% of the population. So there's a lot of product out there for folks who it's more of a fad diet or more of a trendy lifestyle than actually an issue. So if you need more information, visit the website. We have handouts up here on our booth. With that, I think I've pretty much covered the communications that are out there and how we would like to stay in touch with you. Make sure as you exit, you drop off your name tags so we can reuse those. We'll pick up your bubble sheets, your evaluations, your variety surveys, and if you have one of Dennis's note cards to do the on-farm research, make sure you turn that in as well.